Hey Book Unicorn. It's that time of year again. It's that time of year. 2024 TBR. I have hope and aspiration. Lately, your girl has actually been doing quite a few TBRs. It's been insightful, you know, just to kind of talk about possibilities. This year, I definitely want to continue the trend. The books on my yearly TBR usually consist of books that I've had my eye on for a while that are kind of a nuance on my shelf, and books that more of a higher commitment or that could give me a different reading experience. I'm going to talk about my TBRs, and then, honey child, got some carryovers because the goals be golden. They be shaking and they be golden. So these are in no particular order. There's no particular order that I will read them. Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. So this book was very pivotal in my therapy sessions for years. And so I'm really excited to dive back into this. I needed Jesus and therapy, honey. The Lord uses all things to help deliver and set us free. Can the church say amen? Boundaries was incredibly pivotal, and it has definitely helped reshape the fabric of my life in regards to healthy relationships. And so I'm really excited to revisit this. How Africa shaped the Christian mind, rediscovering the African seedbed of Western Christianity. My husband actually picked this book up for me. He saw it on my wish list.
Babe, this sounds like an amazing book. You should totally read. We got to talk about it. We need to discuss it because it's such great information.
Absolutely, sir. So we're going to put this on the TBR because Mr. Librarian, personally curated book by Mr. Librarian. Really looking forward to reading this decisive role in formation of Christian culture from its infancy. So I'm definitely going to see where this lands. I don't really have a perception one way or another, but I believe I picked this recommendation up from Jackie Perry. Very curious to see where this is going to land. Where do we go from here? By Dr. David Jeremiah. How tomorrow's prophecy foreshadowed today's problems. Dr. David Jeremiah has been pivotal in, you know, my coming into the faith, and also in learning about a lot of the biblical worldview, specifically concerning end time prophecy. Prophecy unfolding left and right, y'all. It's happening real time. I actually picked this up last summer at my birthday book haul. Dr. Jeremiah always comes with very insightful and accessible information. The Plot by Jean Hannah Corlett. I've had my eye on this book for a while. Apparently, it's about a teacher who steals a manuscript and then tries to pass it off as his own. It's a thriller. It's literary. It deals with book publishing. Ooh. Obviously, the plot is going to thicken. So I'm super excited. I've had this on my shelf for about 2 years. In 2023, I didn't read as many amazing thrillers as I would have liked. Hopefully, this will do that. The Conqueror by Brian Lifton. Constantine's Empire. This is a Christian historical novel about Roman spy and his conversion to Christianity and all of the things that are. I first heard about this from Daughter of Increase. Was a gift from my bestie. So I'm super excited to read. It's definitely giving big tome, small font. Apparently it's a series. And so here we go again. More series to read. Am I right? And of course, Jane Austen, everybody. Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I initially was going to read this last year, but my Jane Austen reads kind of moved around for the better. I believe this is her first work. Super excited. I've heard really great things about it. That this is very comical. It looks like I'm on a Jane Austen journey. Now this next book, another classic, Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. I heard such great things from Tiffany at Beautiful Minutia and Dia from Novelidea talking about it. I need to know about Agnes Grey and the drama and the family finances, governance, and all the drama with the family that she's a governess over. And honey child, it's just giving all the tea and the drama that I need. These classics be coming for y'all. I know it might get a little, but honey, these classes, they do all the things. And last but not least, the opulent, the highly regarded Robin Hobb, everybody. Yes. I am finishing Hobb this year in 2024. First book in the final trilogy, Fitz and the full trilogy of Realm of the Elderlings. I am not ready. I won't ever be ready. I definitely appreciate my sponsor, Penny, being out here in these streets, encouraging your girl. I want to encourage you to keep on your Hobb journey no matter how long it takes. It is incredibly worth it and ultimately satisfying. Let me testify of Hobb's goodness, okay? This video is sponsored by the Emotional Hobb Support Group. Feel free to leave your comments below and call 1-800-HOBB-SUPPORT. Sponsors are standing by to assist you in all of your Hobb emotional support needs. Call 1-800-HOBB-HELP for you. We're all here for you. 1-800-HOBB-HELP. Over the moon, excited, amazing things about the conclusion. So I'm super excited. Honey, you okay?
Yeah, I just blew my news.
Okay, just checking. Mr. Librarian, everybody. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. Carryovers from last year. The book is over there and I can't be asked how these knees is set up at this. So these knees, when they're in the space that they are in, they stay there. So I ain't gonna be able to go over there and get that book. But I will put here, East of Eden. Listen, East of Eden, no slouch on that book. I've had it on my TBR for 3 years. Then I realized it might not be the season for me to read the book. I read like 50 pages of it and I thoroughly enjoyed what I read. So I think it's a Chrissy thing, not a Steinbeck thing. But I'm looking forward to adding it back maybe in another year or two. But no point in wasting no time if I can't really get past whatever it is that's kind of making me a little slumpy. Maybe I read too many emotionally tense family generational complex stories last year with Panenka by Ronan Hesson. It was on my TBR last year. Not that long. It's a contemporary fiction. A man made a lot of mistakes and now he's trying to rebuild and figure out his family dynamics now after 25 years. Multi-generational family complex story. I love that. Realms of the Dead by Sharon K. Gilbert. This is book 6 in the Red Wing saga. I'm going to stick with the one book because I'm pretty sure once I read this one, I'm gonna want to read the other one. And this is an amazing series. I talked about it previously on my channel. If I had to describe what this series is, spiritual warfare of this present darkness meets the mystery and the intrigue of Jamie Jo Wright book. Thoroughly enjoy it. I think there are 8 books out. I'm not sure if Mrs. Gilbert currently writing book 9, but I believe it's supposed to be a 12-book series. So hopefully in time I will finish the series, but definitely want to get caught up on this one. Oldie but goodie here. Redeeming Love by Miss Francine Rivers. I've heard a lot of feedback about Redeeming Love. I'm very curious to see where this book is going to land for me. Of course, I know there are very complex, hard life and tragic things that happen to the main character in the story, how faith is used in that. I have a few Francine River books on my shelf, and so I'm looking forward to kicking off my Francine Rivers journey as well. The Way of King. I know, how am I going to read Hobb and Sanderson in 1 year? Child, I don't know how I'm going to do that. We're going to go on and see what the end going to be. This video is also sponsored by Beautiful Minutia. Tiffany again was like, girl, Brandon Sanderson's 5th book in the Stormlight Archive comes out the end of 2024. Where you been? I need to get my stuff straight. I've been talking about the Stormlight Archive for about 18 months or so. I made my way through the Cosmere. I've heard phenomenal things about this series. I thoroughly enjoy Brandon Sanderson's book, Cosmere reading, so that I could be prepared for Stormlight Archive because I don't want to miss all the things. I need to know the details. I need to understand. Probably going to be after I read Robin Hobb. I'm not going to be able to start this and finish Robin Hobb. It's just not. I tried to do that last year with Jade Legacy and Hobb book, and your girl was just in a book hanger for months. And super excited to dive into this probably the later half of the year, and that's okay. In the Cosmere. Hey unicorns, round 2, Chrissy forgot a clip. Originally when I did this, I wrote down that I was going to read this book. I don't know why I didn't film it. I don't know, y'all know. We're learning and we're growing, huh? That's the last book that I want to read. Kind of a big commitment and I'm super excited about it, but it's been a long time in the making. The Lord of the Rings, starting Lord of the Rings, and I'm super excited. I'm going to be buddy reading it with the entire series with Holly, Lindsay, and Taylor, and I'm super excited. We read The Hobbit last year and it was one of my favorite books of 2023, and to read J.R.R. Tolkien, say less. So we're going to be starting the Fellowship of the Ring in January. At the time of this filming, we're going to be starting in a couple of days. So I'm super excited to share more thoughts. So stay tuned because I'm definitely going to be getting my way through this and sharing some clips and thoughts as I read this series. I actually got this edition on my Christmas haul. I got a lot of big tomes. It's Tome City and we love to see it. Fellowship of the Ring on deck. Okay, back to editing, Chrissy. Because, honey, child, I can get the 5th book, and then I got all the books, honey, and I can just sit and get caught up and take my time reading it, and that's all right. Let me do my stack, because, you know, I got to be, huh? Look at that. Your girl done did her, look at, oh, wait. I don't think I did the stack right. Ain't you supposed to see where the books look like? I am a professional at this point. I have been in the game long enough to know. Girl. So I'm super excited to dive into these books throughout the year, sprinkling these books in as I go. It's going to be an amazing reading year. What's going to be your #1 book that you just have to read in 2024? Let me know in the comments down below. May the Lord be with you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.